Andrea Bartoli. I am the Dean of the School of Diplomacy and International Relations at Seton Hall University. I'm also the representative of the Community of Sant'Egidio to the UN and the US. I've been working in peace work for quite some time. I would say since 1975, when Mozambique became suddenly independent, and with the Community of Sant'Egidio I was blessed to see the emergence of peace in Mozambique after 16 years of civil war. And then I spent my life as a scholar of conflict resolution trying to figure it out, how that was possible, how could it be that you have 1 million people killed and then you find the energy and the way to find peace. So I work at Columbia University first, and then George Mason, now Seton Hall. One thing clearly is to recognize good, true stories. The fact that humans were able to transcend the constraint of conflict and were able to raise up from the ashes of war, from the ashes of violence, and learn from it. I think it's a very important element. The other element is hope, is this sense of the future that is coming, not just as something that we are in a way receiving, or even worse, just being overwhelmed by or determined by, but rather as something that has to do with our own choosing. And so in that sense I think that a very strong invitation to people to see themselves in the midst of change, I think, is crucial, to see that there is a strong relation between who you are personally and what is the role that you're playing in history. So I would say these three elements, the good stories, the true stories, the stories of humanity rising up from adversity, this sense of hope that comes to us when we are seeking it, and this sense of yourself in history as a way of contributing to something that is already there and yet is longing to become, is longing to emerge. Well, I think they need to learn to be themselves. Nobody was there before them. They need to be who they are, and nobody knows who they are unless they try to learn it. And the moment from one generation to the other is a delicate one, because clearly you don't want to impose and determine, you want to invite and encourage. And so what the young people need to learn is that the challenge they are facing is their challenge, and is the challenge of a present time that was never that before to anybody. And so there is a uniqueness to human experience that needs to be preserved. And I think that people need to embrace that sense of uniqueness with the courage, the boldness, the hope, but also the sense of humility that you are not going to do everything. You are not going to do everything that is needed, everything that is urgent, and that you are never alone, that you have a lot of people that are accompanying you in this journey, especially those who before you went through adversity and learned from them. So in that sense I think that the young people need to learn sooner, hopefully, rather than later, how to overcome adversity and how to bring about the sense of hope that is urgently needed.